Hi there, my name is Gwen Mc Hale. I'm a somatic therapist and educator, and I've been making a series of little videos about different aspects of my work that I feel inspired about. And today I'd like to speak to you about pleasure. You just notice what happens in yourself when I say the word pleasure. I'm Irish, so I have a really weird reaction to the word pleasure. It's taken a few years of therapy to work around that one. You know, we seem to really have this idea that somehow pleasure is a dirty word when it's far from it. I mean, it's not easy being human. It is not easy being on this planet, right? We know we're not going to live forever. There is suffering. There is all sorts of stuff going on. If there is no pleasure, why would we even bother being here? So I really invite you to take an opportunity to think about all the things that bring you pleasure in your life. So I find great pleasure in dancing. I just put on a track and bop around the kitchen for 5 minutes. I take great pleasure in going out into the garden, particularly my bare feet, and feeling the grass under my feet. I take pleasure in baking and cooking for my friends and family. I take great pleasure in the smells around me. Smell really brings me so much pleasure, whether it's an essential oil, or the smell of my daughter's head, or the smell of our new puppy. You know, smell could be such a gateway to pleasure. So a nice piece of work could be to take some time to journal around the word pleasure and what happens in you, in your body, in your mind, when you hear the word pleasure, when you think about the word pleasure. And then have a little think about what are the things that bring you pleasure. Maybe there's pleasure for you in a warm bath, putting fresh bedclothes on the bed. I like that. Nice clean bedclothes before I hop in. Maybe there's pleasure in, I won't be going to the spa, getting a massage these days. So the homely day-to-day pleasures, the smell of a freshly brewed pot of coffee, or taking the time to feel the texture of the rose petals in the garden. Yeah. All the senses can bring so much pleasure. Looking at a beautiful sunset, listening to some really inspiring music, moving the body, that kinesthetic sense. So many ways to feel pleasure. So make yourself a list. You know, you could literally write a big long list and stick it on the fridge or somewhere where you're going to see it every day. And see if you can start to incorporate more and more of those things in your day-to-day life. It is amazing what that can do for us. It helps us to connect to our bodies in a way that feels enjoyable. It helps us to feel good. It's so important that we can resource ourselves like that we can have nourishment, that we can have things that bring us more aliveness, more vitality. And they don't have to be big things, you know. We don't have to go climb a mountain to feel alive necessarily. We don't have to, jump into a lake every day, or, those things are great if you like doing them. But sometimes it's just lots of those small little things. Maybe take some time to rub some oils on your skin after a bath, or take some time to have a really deep and heartfelt conversation with someone you love. Take time to look somebody in the eye that you feel safe with. So many ways to feel pleasure. So enjoy your exploration. If you'd like to put some comments below this video, maybe let people know what are the things that you enjoy, that bring you pleasure, that would be so lovely. You might inspire somebody else. Okay, best of luck. Have fun.